hello. Oh, no. I need that for COVID this time. Oh, thank you very much. The Blue Men Group. Look at that. Give them a hand.
Hi, everybody. Wasn't that great? We're so fortunate to have had the Blue Men Group open up our live event show on Tuesday, and they appeared courtesy of Jim TV. In fact, Jim TV is celebrating their 6 consecutive months of audience growth and the full reopening of Jim. So to celebrate that, they're going to be giving away to everybody watching now 2 amazing prize packages right here, right now. As you can see, it's going to be a durable and sleek backpack from RYU with the latest series Apple Watch and a Bose portable speaker. So enter right now to power your lifestyle. In fact, power your lifestyle. It goes great. The Jim TV is going to power your lifestyle. So all you've got to do to enter is scan the QR code on this banner, and we'll announce the winners later in the broadcast. Now, welcome everybody to the global broadcast of the 2021 DPAA Video Everywhere Summit. We'll have more than 700 people online today, and tomorrow, same time, that's 11 a.m. Eastern, to review terrific content from leading brands, great speakers, the top programmatic companies, and we'll also have some sweepstakes and trivia for you and some very cool prizes and brand content just for these broadcasts. It's going to be tailored and new stuff. So even if you came to the summit live, there'll be much more today. You know, I was going to do my usual state of the industry speech, and then I realized, what am I going to tell you? The pandemic was challenging. Advertising was disrupted. Out-of-home advertising was down. Brands had to figure out new ways to connect with consumers. Consumer behavior has changed. Will it change back? You've heard all that before, right? Much too often. I'm not going to sit here and preach. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to talk about the 3 R's of this conference: resilience, reinvention, and revitalization. Every brand, every agency, every programmatic firm, media owner, and each person here has dug down deep, has shown resilience. You've all reinvented yourselves. You've all helped revitalize your companies, yourselves, and your communities. We've all had to do this, all of this. We were left with no choice. And we've come to realize that this way that we communicate with each other, with business, has all changed forever, and ideally for the better, as we've had great learnings and we've tried some new things. We were actually astounded yesterday, my friends, by the amount of people that showed up at Chelsea Piers in New York City. We had over 600 people there, and we'll have almost 1,000 joining us on this and tomorrow's broadcast. They're 2 different broadcasts, different content, 11 a.m. Eastern, like today, and also tomorrow. And for those of you that have joined us, we're going to have some new contests, new prizes, new ad leaders, and others. Our speakers will be talking about the 3 R's: resilience, reinvention, and revitalization. We'll hear about important topics from great brands. There'll be a lot of programmatic successes from all over the world, that we're going to see and be demonstrated today. You know, programmatic is a vital part of digital out of home. It helps to power our industry and has done that so effectively and efficiently through the past 18 months. It showcased our best agility and our flexibility, helping brands and agencies to pause, to push schedules, to move schedules around to where audiences are. And during this somewhat follow period, you all did a great job in connecting all the programmatic pipes to demand side, to supply side, to publishers, to exchanges, trading desks. Now we have a very vibrant and strong digital out-of-home programmatic ecosystem, I'm proud to say. And we'll see this in our Zaxxas DPAA ad perception study in just a moment, that programmatic digital out-of-home is continuing very much so on a great speedy path of growth. So as advertising is now coming back, we see that much is coming back. In New York City, we've seen Fashion Week work really well. This is Digital Signage Week, of course, as we mentioned. Tennis, US Open has happened. The MTV VMAs, schools have opened, gyms, cinemas, shopping is back. People are going to the offices, plus we're starting to attend business conferences, just like this one, live and in person. Last week's A&A went very well. Our friend Bob Leodis will speak to us in a moment. And next week is Advertising Week in New York City. So this has all happened, and we were very proud and pleased this year to have the mayor and the city of New York specifically welcome the DPAA Summit and New York Digital Signage Week. They've officially recognized us, and we're very excited to see that. Digital Signage Week has been around for some significant time, and now we're just taking it to the next level. And when consumers and advertising are out in public, there's no better way to see trustworthy messaging in this utterly brand-safe environment. No fake news, my friends, no echo chamber talk, no ad skipping or bot fraud. I want to thank all DPAA members for the resilience, for their reinvention, and how we've all worked together to revitalize our industry. DPAA worked very hard this past 18 months, my friends, to keep a connected community, informed, using best practices, understanding the advertising environment, the agency environment, the programmatic environment, and keeping up our discussions with brands, advertisers, and others as to the power of out-of-home during the pandemic. I want to applaud much reinvention going on. Companies like Screen Vision Media, a great media company, has showcased tremendous resilience during this pandemic period. In fact, they've worked with DPAA members and other Screen Vision partners like Volta, Topgolf, Atmosphere, Redbox, and Velocity to build on top of their already robust cinema network, adding over 200,000 screens. So now Screen Vision is a leading premium video and digital out-of-home company. They've gone from strength to strength. A remarkable revitalization. In fact, let's take a look at their front and center everywhere video at the Video Everywhere Summit.
Today, the way media is consumed is constantly changing. Content is viewed everywhere, on your phone, computer, smart television, at the grocery store, out to dinner, even at the doctor's office. Consumers crave great content, from a night out with friends to back on the couch at home and all the stops in between. Front and center everywhere, an audience-based advertising solution weaves your message into captivating content, reaching consumers throughout their daily journey with the most diverse network of venues in the market, offering a fully immersive digital out-of-home experience. From the movie buff to the health-conscious mom, Front and Center Everywhere knows the active consumer and reaches them wherever they are and whoever they may be. Along with the diversity of the network is the scope of the programming. Compelling entertainment and lifestyle segments are selectively placed in environments where audience connect with relevant and engaging messaging. Impeccable screen quality and strategic positioning draws attention to the media, achieving a clear and lasting impression. Your connection to the consumer continues through enhanced data and distribution, keeping you one step ahead of their daily journey. No matter the audience, families, friends, shoppers, sports fans, foodies, or entertainment seekers, Front and Center Everywhere delivers your brand message to your precise audience with preferred content on a premium network. It's time for your brand to be front and center on this daily journey. Front and Center Everywhere. Media meant for the moment.
And how about James Bond being back? A $60 million opening weekend. Movies are coming back. And now let's speak about our friends at Captivate, another great example of a company that epitomizes the 3 Rs. Captivate, best known for its network within office towers throughout North America, saw work from home happening, and they quickly built solutions and partnerships targeting hard to reach upscale customers wherever they work, live, or play. Seeing the increase in outdoor activities like golfing and skiing, they expanded their networks to these venues as well. They also built health and wellness scanners and hand sanitizers to selfully welcome back workers and visitors. And they grew their footprint of upscale residential buildings, again, reaching desirable consumers and executives working from home. This is resilience at its finest. Well done, Captivate, demonstrating the 3 Rs. I also want to thank our very special green room sponsor, Lamar Advertising. Backstage, a wonderful Lamar Mardi Gras green room saw that our important speakers were pampered with food, with drink, with makeup, hair care, and scintillating dialogue and conversation with John Miller, Ian Dallimore, and others. Also, big thank you to Elmer McManus. And today's green room will also be in broadcast fashion right here to help transport our speakers to center stage. So watch out for that movement of people from the Lamar Green Room to center stage broadcast. I also want to thank all of our sponsors. Take a look. There's many of them today, and we're heartened by your support and by seeing many of you during this broadcast. And also a hearty thank you to our exhibitors as well. Grocery TV, M4, Coinstar, AdLoad Technologies, Cooler Screens, Alfie, Outdoor Link, Octopus, Street Metrics, Cheddar U, Blingby, NRS, Vistar, Visibility, Roadrunner, and AdCom. Lots of people helping to pull this together today, and a lot of great out-of-home and digital out-of-home companies all throughout the world. All of our exhibitors have recorded special messages for you here, so please click on their tiles below. And on a bit of a personal note, here's my own recent story of resilience, reinvention, and revitalization. This was last month during Hurricane Ida in New York, where I did try to reinvent and maybe turn lemons into lemonade. Let's take a look. Now we're going refrigerator surfing in our basement.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's not a good surfer. Honey, it's all about the core.
Okay, let's get started. You saw that great video montage earlier on from Firefly. They're today's broadcast arrival sponsors. We'll end today's broadcast with the wonderful up-and-coming New Orleans rock and blues singer, Grace Gibson. She's appearing courtesy of Live by Live. For those of you that don't know, Live by Live is the world's first all-in-one music and entertainment destination that combines live streams of concerts and festivals. And they're giving all of you watching today a free 3-month subscription to their streaming content. Thanks to my man Dermot, or should I call you Oprah, everybody wins. Our broadcast sponsor today is GSTV, which has great broadcast TV premium video content on all of their gas station screens. Great stuff, great content, great environment for advertisers, good for consumers. Thank you, Sean McCaffrey. And before we start, I have one more opportunity for you to win. This is coming from our friends at Simon Malls. You can win a $250 Amex gift card. Just answer this question. Of the more than 2 billion shopping visits annually, Simon shopping destinations are overwhelmingly popular with Gen X, Y, and Z. What percentage of shoppers do they make up? Answer the question, scan the QR code, and you'll get your chance to win, as we'll announce the winners later in the broadcast today. Okay, let's start things off with a look at what media decision makers are thinking about digital out-of-home programmatic and advertising. We regularly conduct the study, and this year we partner with DPAA members Xaxis and Ad Perceptions. Take a look at my conversation with Roe Franco, who's the VP of Product and Innovation at Xaxis, and then we'll have a presentation from Patrick McLean, the CMO of Walgreens, on mass personalization during this very unique time.
Roe, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks
Good.
for
Did you
having
have fun
me.
last night?
Yes, we had a great time.
That was good. We'll show some pictures of that later. So we did this Advertiser Perceptions, and they're a global leader in business intelligence, wonderful company. And you folks are not only an industry leader in programmatic, but you're very focused on outcomes.
Right.
Tell us just a little bit about Xaxis for the moment.
So just as Barry mentioned, and I cannot confirm nor deny his first claim, but I'm part of Xaxis. We're part of Group M and WPP. We're the largest programmatic services company in the world. So we actually partnered with Kinetic since 2019 to look at programmatic out-of-home specifically.
Is there a name for that partnership?
And it's called Sightline. Some of you may have heard about it. And the idea was that we were looking at 2019 at the programmatic space, and we saw that out-of-home was an outlier in progress and investment. So we decided to move forward, create this partnership, combine the expertise of Xaxis from a programmatic and outcome-based initiatives and Kinetic's expertise in out-of-home, and basically connect programmatic digital out-of-home into the rest of the omni-channel strategies. And
other reasons why you partnered in this particular study?
So this study specifically, we commissioned it initially in 2020. We decided to postpone it to 2021. And I think what we achieved by that is understanding how important out-of-home is in the consumer journey, and specifically how programmatic out-of-home drives engagement and being able to pinpoint and target people on a hyper-local basis.
Excellent. And there's some of the reasons there. Let's take a look at the study and some of what we learned. So we spent the past 18 months, all of you that know DPAA, speaking to all of these brands and advertisers at the CMO level, the CBO level, the CEO level. And we spent a lot of time helping them understand the values of out-of-home, digital out-of-home, and programmatic. And let's see if we had any impact on that. This is what the study showed us. 77% of people said their awareness and increased knowledge about digital out-of-home and out-of-home increased. How about an applause for that one? That's over the past 18 months, which, you know, we were all Zooming, we were doing a lot of work, but we worked hard at trying to get the message out. And let's see if this had any impact on planning and buying. 81% plan to recommend digital out-of-home in their media plans for the next year. Once again, let's give a hand for that. We're getting there. This is a big study. It's got like 50 pages, and more of it will be coming out and will be revealed over the next few weeks as soon as we get a breath from this. All right, let's go to the next one, Rowie, and let's take a look at talking about what's happening with digital out-of-home specifically.
Yeah, so I think, and one thing we will continue to see throughout the study is that we can attribute, we saw a strong correlation between activation and sophistication of the medium. And I think we can credit it to two things. So one, investment, a lot of investment in education. We've been investing a lot, both internally, externally, with a lot of our partners here. So thank you in external education. And from a sophistication perspective, we see that enhancements in the space itself and programmatic out-of-home drives adoption.
That's very key. Free media opportunity. That's interesting, right? Do we have any more slides left on that, Ajay and David?
So we can talk about that.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead?
So I'll focus on the first three. So these are the reasons. We can go back one slide.
All right, could we go back one slide? Even though this slide looks beautiful.
So we'll focus on the top three.
You stay in that. I'm going to check my notes.
So creative, flexibility, and new available inventory. So from a creative perspective, we saw that marketers understood the high impact nature of out-of-home, and connecting it with shorter lead times and creative flexibility allowed for more adoption. Schedule flexibility, as we saw all in the last 18 months, it was key to make sure that we're able to fluidly or manage budgets in a more fluid way and shift budgets accordingly based on people's movements. And lastly, from an inventory perspective, personally, I believe that challenge is the key to innovation. And I think all this industry came together this last 18 months and really innovated and stepped out of their comfort zone. And what we understood was that new spaces became available, new screens. A lot of it was driven by programmatic advertising and technology, and that helps us a lot. And we're always happy to support it and looking forward to seeing more and more of that coming on.
Thank you, Rowie and Xaxis.